There is some measure of safety while the light of day lingers over Collinwood. But when night comes, so will the evil dream that has already struck terror into the hearts and minds of 5 people. At the old house on the Collins estate, a woman will make a great effort to keep the dream from finding a 6th victim, unaware that it is not within her power to keep the dream from spreading.
Dr. Hoffman, I have to talk to you right away.
Mrs. Johnson, you're supposed to be in Boston.
Yes, I came back. I couldn't stay. It was too frightening. I'd have gone mad.
You've had the dream again.
Every night. And it's always the same. Yet
each time it's more terrifying than the time before.
Oh, yes. Even though I know exactly what's going to happen, I don't understand it. You'd think after it happened the first time it wouldn't be so frightening, but it's just the opposite. Why did you tell it to me?
I had no choice. I had to.
And now I have to tell it to someone. But I'm afraid because the one I have to tell it to is little David.
Mrs. Johnson, you know it would be wrong to tell him.
I know it would be wrong, but I can't help myself. I came here instead of going to Collinwood directly because I was afraid I'd see David and tell him. But it's no good. It's no relief to come here. I've got to go back to Collinwood. I've got to find him and tell him. I'll have no peace until I tell him. I have to tell him.
No, Mrs. Johnson. I can't let you do this, Mrs. Johnson.
You can't stop me!
Mrs. Johnson, please be quiet and listen to me.
Listening will do no good. You know what I'm going through. You went through this yourself.
Mrs. Johnson, please.
You know what it is. The torture. When that fear builds up inside you, you think it's going to kill you.
Yes, I know.
Let's get
Mrs.
out of
Johnson,
here.
please listen to me.
No, I won't listen. I won't have that dream again. You can't make me. You can't. I'll go back to Collinwood and I'll find David and I'll tell him.
I'm sorry I had to do that.
What is it about this horrible dream? It makes us stop being ourselves.
I don't know, but listen to me. I've been in touch with Professor Stokes.
Who is he?
Oh, he's a man that knows a great deal about the meaning of dreams. And I talked to him when you first went to Boston. I've asked him to try to find out what's happening here.
Does he think he can?
Yes, he said he would try.
Maybe I should go and see him. Maybe he could help me stop having the dream.
But that's what he's trying to do.
How long does he think it'll take him?
He said several days.
Several days? It's already been several days.
Yes, I know. I'll get in touch with him today and see what progress he's been making.
Suppose he can't find a way to help?
Oh, Mrs. Johnson, I have a great deal of confidence in him. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, please don't get upset again.
What am I supposed to do until he's ready?
You've got to try to control yourself.
It's impossible. Someone else is controlling me. Everything I do, everything I think. You must have gone through this too.
Yes, I did. David!
Hello, Dr. Hoffman.
What are you doing here?
wants to see you up at Collinwood.
Oh?
Hello, David.
Mrs. Johnson, when did you get back?
Just a little while ago.
Did your father say if it was important?
No, he said to come at your convenience.
I'll be there in about up to half an hour. Mrs. Johnson, why don't you go on home and get some rest?
Didn't you get any rest while you were away?
Yes, of course she did, but the trip back was very tiring. Now you go on back, and I'll let you know just as soon as I hear anything.
Wait, I'll walk with you.
No, David, you stay here.
Why?
Well, there's something something fascinating I want to show you. Now you go on, Mrs. Johnson. I'll see you at Collinwood later.
What is it you wanted to show me?
Oh, something I think you might find interesting to play with.
What is it?
It's a tape recorder. Have you ever played with one?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, would you like to?
Sure, where is it?
Dr. Huff,
Oh, Lenny, what is it?
better come downstairs.
Is something wrong?
No, you better come downstairs. There's something I want to talk to you about.
I'll be right there.
Can I come too?
No, David, you stay here. I'll just go downstairs for a moment, and the tape recorder's there. I'll bring it.
Dr. Hoffman, I'll be playing outside.
David.
Mrs. Johnson, I thought you were going to the old house, back home.
I couldn't leave, not without seeing you.
Seeing me?
Yes. Come with me. I have something very important to tell you.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm sorry, I just didn't have time to get dressed.
Oh, why not?
Well, I've been looking for those earrings. I was sure I put them in my purse, and when I looked in there, they weren't there. I can't imagine what I did.
Well, you can stop worrying about them. They're right here,
Where?
in my pocket.
What are you doing with them?
Nothing now. I've already done it.
What are you talking about? How long have you had them? How did you get them?
When I stopped by this morning on my way to work, I lifted them out of your purse.
Why?
Well, two reasons. I wanted to have them appraised,
Appraised? What for?
to find out if they were valuable enough to be stolen property.
I don't believe... You know, you've had a real hang-up about these earrings ever since I got them, haven't you? I suppose you're going to tell me they're part of the crown jewels.
They happen to be worth $15,000.
What? I don't believe it, Joe.
That's what the jeweler said.
You mean they really are stolen property?
No, their value is about the only thing I was able to find out about them, except that they're very old. I checked with the police, and they said that nothing that valuable has been reported missing or stolen.
You've had a really busy day, haven't you?
I was acting in your interests, Maggie.
My hero.
You're not the least bit concerned about where they come from, are you?
Why should I be?
I'll tell you why. Because there's got to be a catch somewhere. You don't get something worth $15,000 out of nowhere.
Now, how they got into my purse is of no importance. They're there. Now, if somebody comes along to prove to me that it was all a mistake or proves that they belong to them, I'll give them back.
Until then, you intend to keep them, huh?
Well, what else can I do?
I don't know. Let's not even discuss it anymore.
Now you're being sensible.
No, I'm just tired of talking about it. I'm getting a little bit hungry.
So am I. Take me just a minute to get dressed.
Would you mind taking them off?
What?
The earrings, take them off, will you?
Why?
You look better without them.
That's not what you're thinking.
All right, you're not yourself when you wear them, and I don't like it.
That's not it either. You think there's something about them I haven't told you.
Oh, Maggie.
You've convinced yourself there's another man in my life. And you're really jealous.
I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. Now, are you going to take them off or not?
No.
Well, then maybe we just ought to cancel out the dinner.
Either that or find a place that serves baby food.
There is something about them. Something important. I remember. What do I remember? Something about the old house. But what? I've got to go there and find out. Yes. The old house. The old house.
Hello, Willie.
Well, hi, Maggie.
How are you?
Well, I'm fine, fine.
Aren't you going to invite me in?
Hey, sure, you come on. Come right in. Come to see Barnabas?
Barnabas? No.
Oh. Well, why'd you come here?
I don't know. I had to.
I don't get you.
I began to remember things, and I thought I would remember more if I came here.
Remember more about what?
Something that happened.
Happened? When?
I don't know. It was a long time ago.
What are you looking at me like that for?
It wasn't you, was it?
Wasn't me? What are you talking about? Hey, Maggie, you feeling all right?
Everybody thought you came to my house to hurt me. But you didn't, did you?
Well, no, of course not. That's what I was trying to tell you the other night.
Came to my house to warn me
That's right.
that I was in danger. I don't know why I'm suddenly so sure of that, but I am. I'm very grateful to you, Willie.
Mean you're not afraid of me anymore?
There's no reason to be.
Oh, well, that's great. Hey, can we be friends now?
Yes, Willie. But there was something else that I was supposed to remember, and I can't. You'll have to help me, Willie.
Anything you want to know?
Why did you come to my house to warn me?
Like you said, you were in danger.
But who was going to hurt me?
Oh, well, I don't know.
Then why did you come to warn me?
Well, I had a feeling, a strong feeling you needed protection, and, you know, I've always liked you, Maggie.
Yes, Willie.
Yeah, and a lot of women in town were being attacked about that time. Everybody pretty scared.
But who was attacking them, Willie?
I don't know. I only knew that I didn't want you to be the next victim.
That was very thoughtful of you. Thank you, Willie.
Hey, Maggie, now that you and I are friends, think we might get together sometime?
Get together?
Yeah. You know, go to a movie or something. Now, I take good care of you. You could count on that. You know that, don't you?
Yes, Willie.
What do you say?
I don't think Joe would like it.
Joe? What's he got to say about it?
Well, I'm engaged to Joe.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't mean you can't have friends of your own, does it?
No, it
Look,
doesn't.
Maggie, you see, that's all it would be, is just friendship, you know? I mean, people gotta have friends that, you know, they can count on, do things with. I got no friends out here.
What about Barnabas?
I work for him. That ain't the same as friendship. I mean, you gotta have friends that you know, you can take your mind off things. You gotta have, you know, somewhere to go with your friends, something to do. See, it gets awful lonely out here. And see, Maggie, I'm awful lonely, and I need somebody to talk to me and smile at me and like it to be you. Look, hey, you don't have to say yes right now. You just promise me you'll think about it. Do that?
Yes, I'll think about it, Willie. I'm afraid I have to go now, Willie.
Yeah, I'm glad you came to visit.
So am I.
And I'm glad we're friends.
Yes. Good night, Willie.
Maggie, don't you worry about it. It's just gonna be you and me. After that Joe is gone.
I'm sorry, David. I knew it was wrong of me to tell you the dream, but I couldn't help myself. It's going to be terrible for you, but it'll be over in a little while. The least I can do is stay here with you until it is.
Willie, what do you want? It's so late. What are you doing here at this hour? Where do you want me to go? Look, I can't go with you now, Willie. I told you it's too late. I don't want to go with you. What are you doing to me? Why do you want me to go in there? I don't want to go in, Willie. It's dark in there. Willie, help me. I don't want to go in there. Willie! Don't leave me alone in here. Willie, you've got to tell me how to get out.
Through sight and sound, faceless terror, through endless corridors by trial and error. Ahead, a blazing light does burn, and one door leads to the point of return.
Willie! Don't leave me alone in here!
Willie.